This time at the Quick Speed Shop, I've got a 1995 Ford F-250 old body style truck with a 351 5.8 liter. I'm going to show you how to replace the air injection pump, the air injection tubes, and eliminate all that with a factory style idler system for under $100. So on your engine you've got your factory air pump here, which has a canister which it has air available here for the pump to run with the serpentine belt. It blows air through these injection tubes into the manifolds and then back out, and on top of the engine I'll show you there's a bypass valve which lets the air in certain situations just blow right to the atmosphere. So we can replace all this and get rid of it with a factory style Idler Pulley, and I'll show you that right now. There's two parts to this kit. The first part is Proform 68110. It's the air pump idler bracket, and this is for a Mustang setup with a 5.8 liter. Comes with this Mustang Pulley on it. It's not going to work on the Ford truck, but I'm going to show you what we're going to do to replace that. So you've noticed here this pulley would replace your air pump, but if you notice, this pulley is the wrong diameter. So if you bought this Mustang bracket and took your air pump off your truck and tried to put your factory serpentine belt on it, the serpentine belt would be too long because of the smaller pulley. There's not enough adjustment in the tensioner system on the front of the engine. So we take the air idler bracket, which is just a knockoff of a factory Ford truck and Bronco bracket, and we buy a new pulley that is the same diameter as the AC pump pulley. This is as the air pump pulley. This is for air conditioning delete trucks that just have an idler bracket on top of the engine. Here's your part number here. It's a Dorman part. You can get it for $8. 419644. We simply take the AC idler pulley and put it on here, and then we have the correct diameter pulley to be able to do this replacement system. So these are the components that will get removed. The air pump will be removed. This manifold I replaced on this truck because it was bad, but the air tubes will be removed. All these air tubes will be removed. You'll either have to cut your air tube and weld it shut, or get a plug and plug the back of the manifold on the passenger side and plug the back of the manifold on the driver's side. I replaced my passenger side manifold and it came with a factory style plug, so I plugged it on the new manifold in the truck, but on the driver's side I cut it off and I welded the end of the tube flat, so that is also plugged. So I've removed all this from the truck. Let's take a look at the engine and we'll install the new Proform bracket and the Ford AC idler pulley. So your factory air pump mounts into this aluminum bracket here. There's a long bolt that goes through the top of this, and there's the bolts to the rear of this. I've obviously removed the air pump. To expose the bracket, you simply take your Proform bracket, which is a copy of the factory style idler pulley for non-air pump equipped trucks, and you simply put it in place of the air pump. It presses right up inside here like so. Spray a little fluid film down the center of it. Install my bolt. Install the rear bolt. The pulley goes here, and this will be the factory diameter. It's a factory location, a factory style diameter pulley to replace this air pump. So once this is all bolted down, we'll go look up top and we'll see what we need to take off next. On top of the engine, you'll see your atmospheric blow-off muffler, for lack of a better term, and you've got a diverter valve here which uses vacuum. Sometimes it blows the air through the exhaust manifold, sometimes it diverts it through here out through this muffler system. I like to leave this installed on the top of the engine because there's a solenoid and 3 vacuum lines that control this operation. And I had another truck where I did this, and I left the system in place and I never turned on a check engine light, so I think it's alright just to leave this in place. But what I do is I take the rear of these 2 air hose hookups and I simply get a piece of 3/4 inch heater hose and I install it on the back of these, and I just make a loop down the back of the engine so that the system can blow air on itself and it can function as if the manifold system was in place, and it doesn't know the difference. So this is 1/2 inch hose, but I take 3/4 inch hose and I loop it around the back of the engine here and just clamp it on, and then the system can function, and it doesn't know the difference that it's not hooked to the manifold. Alright, bam, so there we go. The whole system is done. It's $62 worth of parts to use my factory serpentine belt and eliminate the air injection system on this 5.8 liter 1995 F-250 engine. This will work on any 5.8 liter from 1992 to 1997 of the old body style trucks. Uses your factory style belt and uses an Idler pulley from AC Idler, and uses the Proform bracket for the lower Idler pulley down here. So once again, the part numbers are Proform 68110 for the air Idler pulley bracket, and then the extra pulley was for to make the correct length belt is a Dorman part number 41964. I'll put the link in the description of the parts I use, but that's a good setup. All I have to do now is run the piece of 3/4 inch heater hose to bypass this air emitting system up here, and this thing will be fine. There'll be no check engine lights. I did this on 2 other Ford trucks I owned. It works perfectly and there's no issues. So that's it. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe. I'm putting out new videos every Wednesday and Saturday. Hit the bell for the alerts. Tell your friends, and as always, we'll see you right back here at the Quick Speed Shop for more old school, old body style Ford action and other stuff right here at the Quick Speed Shop.